Great. Hey, everybody. Like Emily said, my name is Ali Edmonds. I'm a Ruby ambassador. There's so many of you guys on the call tonight, and I am super excited about that. So let's just dive in. I have a lot of information, and I'm real excited to share with you guys. So, first of all, when you join, you're going to fall into one of three categories, and so is your downline. So you're either going to be a busy bee, a wholesale person, or you're going to be all in. So if you're a busy bee, you kind of want to play around with this business, but you're probably thinking, oh, you know what? I'm a mom. I work a full-time job. I have hobbies. I have a spouse. You kind of make excuses for yourself for being so busy. So you kind of want to dabble here and there about the business, but you're not really sure if you're going to be like, in this or not, but you're going to play around with it a little bit. Wholesale, you're not really wanting to do the business. You just kind of want to use the products. So when you have a wholesale ambassador, you are a person who is basically a VIP preferred customer. So the points are there, but you're just using the products. So if you're all in, you really want this and you're going to work this business until you are where you want to go, which is at the top. So you're going to fall into one of these three categories, and so is your downline. So no matter who you are in this business, everyone should try to go silver because it's pretty much, easy to do, and you can get your products paid for by just going silver. So I'm going to go over a few things about what's important about going silver and how to achieve it and just all the good stuff like that. So first of all, I want to talk about the vision. So why did you decide to join Plexus? Really dig deep. This is going to sound silly, but you need to do some soul searching, like really figure out what your why is. So take some time to really think about it. Your vision should be huge. This is not the time to sit there and just really belittle yourself and feel like, you know what, I'd love to be a diamond, but that's a lot of hard work. I don't know if I can do that. Like, no, this is where you really need to put your bigger old pants on and just dream big and go for it. You really see the vision, so it should be huge. It should be scary, but you should be building that belief that you can do it and you can achieve it. So a question I like to ask people is, how would you see your life if your health and money wasn't an issue? So how would you see your life? What would your life look like if money wasn't an issue or your health issues wasn't an issue? So if your why is to get healthy, describe how Plexus is a tool to help you. These are not, a magic product where you just take it and then voila, everything's fixed and gone and you're good to go. Like, this is a tool to help you get healthy. So if it's, to have financial freedom, if your why is to have financial freedom, what does that freedom look like to you? Is that for you to quit your job? Is that for you to be a stay-at-home mom? Is that for you to maybe still work your job but do it for a hobby, basically, rather than just like a full-time 9-to-5 grind? So what does that freedom really look like to you? We say this all the time, but it's so true. Your why should make you cry. If your why doesn't make you cry, you got to dig deeper. So really do some soul searching here for your vision. And your why is going to change over time, and that's okay. That is completely normal. My why at the beginning was I really wanted to lose weight because I loved to drink alcohol and I loved eating food at 2 a.m, which is not good for you. And I was a broke graduate student, so I really needed to get more bang for my buck. So I joined as an ambassador so I can get, the wholesale pricing. And now that, my weight is figured out, I'm earning a really great income with Plexus. My why now is that I want to be able to provide for my future family someday. I don't want my fiance to be working the 12 to 14 hours that he does every day. And I really want my kids to be able to choose the college they go to instead of being like, you can only go to this community college because that's all mommy and daddy can fork out for you. So I want my kids' school to be paid for. So that's my why now. So my why has changed over the year and a half I've been in this business. So when it comes to your vision, make a vision board. Like, these are fun to make. These can be made on your phone. You can actually get your team together to make them. I made a vision board when I was in Oklahoma City hanging out with some sideline friends of mine. And mine unfortunately broke on the airplane on the way back, so I need to fix mine up. But creating your vision board is so fun, and you get to really craft it out and really see for yourself, like, oh my gosh, like this is what I get to do with my life. And it's really fun to do with your teammates because you get to see what they want to do and why they want to do it, and it's just so much fun. But I also have mine on my phone. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it has all that green. You see that beautiful green? It's not green, it's emerald, because that's what I wanted to be at the end of July of this year. So when I see this every day, this is motivating to me. This is like, okay, I see that, Lexus. You know, I see all this good stuff. I see Kona on there, right? Like, this is motivating. So your vision should just be out there for everyone to see, helps keep you accountable, and it's motivating to you. So that's what mine looks like. I wish I could show you my actual big one, but it's all torn apart right now. So I got to fix that. But, you know, when you discover your why and your vision, the next thing you're going to want to do is develop your brand. So what I mean by this is that you're going to want to figure out who you want to be in this business. So don't be fake, or don't be someone that you're not. So like Emily says this all the time, you know, if you're not funny, don't try to be funny. So like really get to know who you are and who you want to be as a person. You know, being who you are and running with it is just going to allow people to see, you know, who you are as a person, as well as who you are as a Plexus ambassador. So they're going to see, you know, both sides of you, because you don't want just people to see that you're a Plexus robot, because you're not. You're an actual human being. You know, you breathe, you're living life. Like, don't just be a Plexus person. Be more than that, because you are more.
My dad's insurance kept grabbing me. So TRICARE didn't have them listed on there anymore.
What's going on?
So the case manager is talking to TRICARE and to the 2 doctors.
Emily, what's going on? If you guys could mute yourself, that would be awesome, because I don't know what's going on right now. Anyways, okay, so back to branding, okay? So developing who you are and who you want to be in this business. Don't just be a Plexus robot. You are more than that. So, for instance, I want people to know me for my positivity. You know, I make sure I'm intentional with how I look to people on Facebook and social media in general. You know, I want to be that person who's always lifting people up and just being a professional encourager. Like, that's what I want to be labeled as, a professional encourager and a Plexus ambassador. You know, so always be consistent with your brand. And when you are consistent, people will get a feel of who you actually are as a person. And they're going to start thinking of, you know, why they should trust you and why they should respect you as a person, because you're going to really click with them and you're going to build influence with people the more that you're building yourself as a person in this business. So that was the vision. Next, I want to talk about the goals. So your goal is to promote to silver. So if you're already silver, you should be striving to go silver monthly. So to do this, so if you're brand new, you're not silver yet, you know, you need to recruit 3 people to join you, and you're going to get a one-time bonus of $100. Holla, that's a lot of money, you know, like, what are you going to do with that money? That's exciting. You know, are you going to spend it on your family? Are you going to put it in savings? Are you going to buy a new wardrobe for yourself because you've lost so much weight because of Plexus? You know, that's a nice chunk of change to have with you just by recruiting 3 people. So that's a big deal, guys. So if you're just joined and you're going for silver, you know, let's break it down a little bit. You know, you're going to get your money back and more on what you spent to join this business. So when your 3 ambassadors purchase a welcome pack, you're going to get a $75 building bonus, because we get paid based on how many people join and what level they join you. So you're going to get $75 in building bonuses. And when you add 3 and then you teach your team to add 3, that is the power of 3. I know Emily touched on this on her last Zoom training about going gold, so I'm not going to get way too nitty gritty in this. But when you do this and you teach your team to do this, this creates duplication, which is a beautiful word we love to use in this business, because it's legit. So you're creating for yourself the power of residual income when you teach this power of 3 and duplication. And if you have no idea what residual income is, Google it, because I'm telling you, it's life-changing. You're going to be like, okay, listen, residual income, that's what I need, because I have residual bills that need paid every month. So residual income is no joke. So the next step is, how to achieve silver. You want to do this in bite-sized pieces. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is create your list of 100 people. And when you create your list of 100 people, you want to reach out to everybody. So if you're making your list and you're thinking like, I don't know if Hannah's going to join me on this. I don't know. I'm kind of second guessing this. Just stop second guessing. Put her on that list, because she needs to be on that list. There is no reason to second guess anybody, because anybody can do this business and everyone should be using our products. So there's no reason to count people out when you put them on your list. So include everybody that you know. Include distant relatives, include family friends, include people you met in college, or people you've met while you're living in different places if you're in the military. I know you military people travel a lot. So, include all those people that you lived with on base. Literally think of everybody that you know. Go through your Facebook list. Go through people you follow on Twitter. You get what I'm saying? Add everybody. It's so important to do that. When you're reaching out to people, be sure to build relationships first. And, when you're reaching out to people that are outside your inner circle, building that relationship is key. Plexus does things a different way. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but we do things the right way, and the way things should be done, but rarely is. And that's seriously so true. We really push relationship marketing, really getting a chance to know people. I know Emily and Jennifer Brett just did a lot of training on relationship marketing. So go back and watch those videos on YouTube, and you're going to learn so much about it. So I won't get too heavy into that, but just being genuine, caring about others, and getting to know people is going to take you so far in this business. So when you're reaching out to people, don't just, message people and just be like, hey, I'm just doing this whole Plexus thing. Want to learn more about it? Chances are they're going to ignore you. You're going to be like, no, I don't think so, crazy woman. Get off my Facebook. So it's really important to build that relationship, build that trust, and get them a chance to know you and get a chance to know them. And then you can kind of dive into the Plexus in the meantime. But relationship building it's going to take you so far. It's so important. When you're reaching out to people, make the initial contact to reach out to people. Don't just assume that by posting on Facebook that people are just going to come to you and swarm to you and just want to know all about Plexus, because chances are they're not going to. They're going to think, oh crap, here she goes again. What did she do this time? What is this Plexus thing? And they're just going to go straight to Google and start, doing their thing. And no, just no. So, take that initiative step and reach out to people. Get out of your comfort zone. This is what it's all about in this business. If you're starting to feel comfortable, then you need to start getting uncomfortable, because being comfortable is boring. Like, let's be real here. The real adrenaline rush is when you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and that's what makes this business fun. So just take the initiative and start conversations with people. Don't be shy. Be bold. Be confident. Trust in who you are as a person. Trust in the fact that even if you seem like you don't know enough, you know more than that person you're talking to. So just be confident in that you can at least start a conversation. And when it starts getting a little bit tough, where you don't know what to say next, or you don't know what to say to someone, get your upline involved. That's what they're there for. As uplines, we're here to help you. And we want to help you have those conversations and answer those questions and whatnot that people have, and you just don't know how to answer them yet. This is all about learning, and you're never going to learn everything about this business, like straight up. And that's like the beauty of it, because if I knew everything about this business, that'd be really boring, because you wouldn't be learning anything new every day. And that's just, learn something new every day. That's what makes it fun. So, you're never going to know it all. Don't wait until you think you're going to learn it all, because you're not going to. So start today. Be bold and just go out there. when it comes to your dream team people, these are the people who you really want on your team. These are the people that you're like, all right, listen, this chick is so into health and wellness, and she loves the gym, and I really think she'd love our product, so I want her on board. Or this is the person who already has natural leadership skills, who is really enthusiastic and is positive, who maybe has a huge network of people. Be on the lookout for your dream team people. So talk with your upline about them. Maybe write down a couple of sentences of why you think they're a dream team person to you. Talk to your upline, and they're going to help you start conversations with your dream team people, because sometimes those people are probably the hardest people you're going to talk to, just because it's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to screw this up. What do I say? What if they say no? Like, we've all been there. That's just how it is. So grab your upline, get them involved, and have fun with it. Pray over those people. If you're a person of prayer, pray over those dream team people that before you reach out to them, say, God, I hope you give me the strength that I need to get through this conversation. Help me be bold. Help them to see this opportunity and run with it, just like I did. Amen. Start off with that, because that always helps calm my nerves too, because I'm the same way. I get nervous too. So there's 5 big no's in this Plexus business that I want to go over, which is amazing, because when you're talking to people, you can spurt out these 5 no's to them to help get them on board and help start getting them thinking about this business. So the 5 no's are: there's no parties, no inventory, there's no big buy-in, no monthly fees, and you're not responsible for shipping out products. So those are big 5 things that can really help people, draw into this business and get them on board, because I'm not one to compare anything or anyone, any company whatsoever. But we all know that there's companies out there that, you have to keep inventory. You have to have parties on the weekends. You're charged monthly for your website fee or whatever it is. So Plexus is great because you don't have to do any of that. So really tell people that this is legit. This is a cool company. My next thing is, be positive. The way you talk to yourself speaks volumes. Words like hopefully and maybe or someday, that will not get you silver. Those are weak words, and they will create excuses for you. So when you're saying, maybe I'll be silver this month, what you're really telling yourself is, no, I'm not going to be silver. I'll wait till next month. And then next month, you're going to tell yourself again, hopefully I'll be silver this month. Like, no, because that's going to push it again to the next month. So you catch my drift here. You need to affirm to yourself that you will be silver this month. So a positive affirmation that I like to tell people is, I will be silver in May, or I will be this in this month. The more you use I will statements or I am statements, your brain is going to program that, you already are. So you're going to feel like a winner, and you're going to get motivated to keep going with this. So that's what makes it great. My next point is, all right, so we talked about silver. We set some goals. We learned how to achieve silver, but you just promoted to silver. Yay. Now what? Now what do you do? Make sure you are regularly training your new ambassadors. This is so important. One thing that I did that I think really helped me get to, where I am today is the fact that when I signed ambassadors, my first 3, I constantly talked with them. I didn't just leave my team to be a lone wolf out in this business. I wasn't just like, all right, congrats, thanks for joining, but see ya, go on your own little way here. Good luck. Have fun. See ya. No, you need to be constantly engaging with your team members. We should always be interacting with them, not just about Plexus, but really get to know who your team members are. That is so important. The way I like to explain this is, like, think about any other job that you have or you had in the past. I'm sure I'm not the only one who had a waitress job at one point. And just think about this real quick. So let's say we're all waitresses here, and it's our first day at the job. And, we have our cute little uniform on, and we're getting ready to go. And we walk into the door, and the boss goes, hey, Allie, good morning. Hope you had a fun weekend. I'm excited for you to be here today. You have tables 3, 4, and 5. And, here's your little notepad and pen. And, well, good luck. I'll see you at the end of your shift. I hope you have a great day. I'm sorry, what? I have to go talk to these people? Where's 3, 4, and 5? Like, what is this? What? Like, no. This wouldn't happen in a real life job, right? Like, your boss at your restaurant is not going to be like, sending you off on your merry little way on your first day of work. There's a great chance that you're getting trained for a couple of weeks even before you hit the floor covering tables, So think about this in like a plexus sense. So as a waitress or as an ambassador, we have to learn communication skills, right? So we have to take care of our people that we reach out to. So same thing with the waitressing job. You need to be able to reach out to people, learn how to communicate with them. Communication skills are great. You kind of need those. At a waitressing job, you need to learn the menu, right? You need to know, what goes with what combines with what. If you're having eggs, I'm sure bacon and toast go with it, right? Same with the plexus thing. You need to know your menu or your list of products and know that, Slim, BioCleanse, and Probio 5 go together just like that. So you see what I'm saying here? You need to train your ambassadors just like you would be trained in any other job, especially like a waitressing job. Learn the menu, learn how to communicate with people, and really train your ambassadors so you set them up for success. So, duplicate how your upline trained you and, train them. Your upline has great training. Really listen to them. And if you have an upline that's not training you, go to your next upline and demand training because your next upline is going to be more willing to help you, if that's the case. But you need to train your downline. And when your downline adds people, have them train and then keep training all the way down. This is like that magic word I'm going to use again, duplication. So training should be going from the top all the way down to the last level that's going on right now. Be sure to help your team achieve silver. You don't just want them to join and then not get silver. We're talking about the importance of silver and how you can get your products paid for and that you get a bonus. And, this is the first rank of Plexus. So really help your team achieve silver. That is a huge milestone and you got to celebrate it. That is a big deal. Always keep setting goals for yourself. Goal setting will never stop in this business. You should always keep reaching forward and keep going up. So when you get silver, you need to come up with a DMO. So what I mean by DMO is your daily method of operation. So get with your upline and have them help you come up with one that best fits your schedule. It's going to work out for you. So most people start out with a 5-3-1, which is you reach out to 5, you follow up with 3, and then you train 1 ambassador. So this is like a common DMO for most people. Your DMO is going to change over time, depending on how big your team gets and where you want to go and whatnot. So your DMO is going to change just like your Ys, and it's okay. The next thing you want to do is start getting involved in income-producing activities or IPAs. And I'm not talking about the beer because I have so many people being like, Ali, the only IPA I know is beer. And I'm like, no. Income producing activities. So let's get the other IPA word out of here, okay? So this IPA needs to be about building new relationships and growing your network, contacting people and setting up appointments to show the opportunity, and then presenting the opportunity to people. These are IPAs, income producing activities. And the last thing you want to do is identify who your runners are. The runners are people who are going to go to the top with you. They're the people who are in it to win it. These are the people who are not going to take no for an answer. They're not going to deal with excuses or make excuses for themselves. They are in it to win it with you. These are going to be your running buddies, the people who you get to power partner up with. These are exciting people you want to hang out with, okay? So identify who your runners are. So you achieve silver. We talked about what to do after you achieve silver, but what you really need to start doing is planning for gold. Oh, gold's such a fun promotion. So this is a big jump. I'm not going to lie. This is a big jump. And it's a little bit of a harder jump. I'm just going to put it out there. But if you can go gold, you can go diamond. So that's pretty motivating, right? Gold, diamond, hey, pretty good call there. But duplication is key. You really need a game plan for this. Never stop adding, never stop training. And I'm Ruby right now and I never stop adding, never stop training. So, Emily's diamond, never stops adding, never stops training. You see what I mean? you can go the whole way up and do it all over again and do it all over again, but you're never going to stop adding. You're never going to stop training. So when you're planning for gold, you need to read books on leadership. There's a big list of books in the files section on the RT page that, you can look at and see for yourself, but I'm sure your uplines are reading. And if they're not, ask me for books. I'm a big nerd when it comes to books. My team that's on this call, they hear me preach about this all the time. Like, I'm a huge advocate on reading and personal development. And leadership books are where it's at, especially because when you get to gold, you have a larger team underneath you. And what I've been realizing is with some of the, diamonds that I look up to and I, learn about them and whatnot, a lot of them say, I did not start self-developing until I went senior gold or until I went emerald or, until they were at a higher rank. They didn't start self-developing and they didn't know how to lead a larger team. So start early. Once you get to gold, you have quite a bit of people underneath you. So you should learn how to be a leader. And leadership isn't something that you have to be born with. You can learn to be a leader. That is the greatest thing ever because, I didn't possess leadership skills before this. I was a shy person back when I was younger, but then I grew into leadership, through my sorority and through my clubs on campus and all that fun stuff. And that now I get to really use my leadership skills, but that's something you really grow into and you learn to grow through the books that you read. John Maxwell is a great one that I really like. There's a book called Rhinoceros Success that's great for leadership. Simon Sinek is great for leadership. There's just tons of info out there and tons of books. There's podcasts. The resources that are out there. It's just up to you to do it. So that's really all I have for you guys tonight. I really appreciate you guys hopping on. There's quite a few people, like I said, and this has been really fun. So thanks, Emily, for having me on board tonight.
Thank you so much. You did such a fabulous job. You covered so many things and lots of meaty info that we can all walk away with. Even someone like me in a position of diamond, I learned a lot from you, and I love that. I love that you're constantly growing and learning, and I love that you mentioned leadership because once you add one person to your team, even if it's a customer, not an ambassador, you're immediately becoming a leader. And I think that is super important for anybody that is wanting to grow their business with Plexus, that you understand you're becoming a leader. You've invited someone to take a look at what you're doing. They're locking arms with you and they trust you. They're ready to do this Plexus thing. So we can't leave them hanging, like Ali mentioned. You want to show them everything that you've learned, but you want to do it in their timing. You don't want to overwhelm them. I think something that's really important about becoming a silver ambassador is getting them involved in team pages or creating your own. Once you are silver, a great way to stay in touch with all of your ambassadors and a way you can all grow together is to create your own team page. When you create your own team page, you have like this little safe bubble where you can post your own resources, links and files. You can make your own training videos for your downline. I absolutely suggest that if you're watching this right now and you're like, I want to be silver, start creating that team page now. So when you do go silver, you can have a place that is special just for them to add them to. Now, I want to touch on two things and kind of piggyback on a couple of things that Ali mentioned. You are going to have people that jump into this business and they tell you, I want to be silver, I want to be diamond, and then they kind of disappear. And you're really excited because you just went silver. You just went silver and you get it and you've got that momentum building up inside of you and you're ready for that intensity so you can go for gold. Well, I want to tell you about attrition and I want to tell you about wholesale ambassadors. Wholesale ambassadors are not a bad thing. They keep our company afloat. They keep pay points growing. They are a great thing to have. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a wholesale ambassador is someone that strictly joins for the discount and they have really no intentions of working the business. That's probably a good 50% of our team. We love our wholesale ambassadors. I love them. But this is the thing. As a leader, you're not just going to treat them as a wholesale ambassador. You're going to treat them like you treat your preferred customers. You're going to check in on them. You're going to make sure they're taking their products correctly. You're going to let them know when their next order is coming out. You're going to treat them like preferred customers because guess what? They're going to be watching you. They're going to see that you're promoting. They're going to see your leadership skills are improving. And maybe one day they're going to message you, hey, so I looked at the compensation plan and I think I might be able to do this thing. I can't tell you how many diamonds at the top of this company had no intentions of working the business, including myself. And all it took was a couple of glances at the compensation plan and someone else promoting to silver for me to go, silver? What's silver? I want silver. I want $100. You just never know. So treat all of your ambassadors the same way. Invite them to every opportunity that you have. Now, also, when you are trying to grow your team and you have already achieved silver and you want to maintain it, right? You want to stay silver because you're trying to go gold at this point. You're going to have people that tell you, I can't do this. I don't have time. Or maybe they're too busy. That kind of goes with not having enough time. Maybe they say there's no need for it. My husband makes great money. My wife makes great money. I don't need extra income. I don't have to be silver. I don't have to rank up. Or maybe they simply just don't know how to rank up. That is where you come in as a leader. Maybe you went silver by accident. You had 3 besties that were like, all right, yeah, let's do this. That was me. I'm the person that everyone can't stand because my sister-in-law joined an hour after I did. And then 2 other people dove into this thing with me. That may not be the case for you. It may take you 8 months to go silver, and that's okay because it's worth it. That residual income that you're going to Google when we get off this call, you're going to see what we're talking about. So those people that tell you they have no need for it, you need to show them this video. You need to show them that not only can they do this, but who doesn't want to get their products paid for? They may not need extra income, but if you mention those words to them and say, okay, you don't need the extra income, but can I show you a way to get your products at least paid for? They're going to say, yeah, everyone loves free stuff, everyone. So that's a great way to get them to jump on board. Maybe they'll tell you, I don't have enough time. I'm too busy. Well, here's the thing. We all talk to our friends and family every single day. No ifs, ands, or buts. So why not find a way to mention Plexus in those conversations, to bring up Plexus in those relationships? Nooks and crannies, baby. Fit Plexus into those nooks and crannies. I don't have time right now, and I'm a leader to this whole entire team. I have a brand new baby that is a part of the Zoom call tonight. I have a 2-year-old upstairs that refuses to go to bed. I know about not having time. When I joined this business, I was a brand new mom and a full-time student. I get it. There is a diamond at the top of our company, Brenda Martin. You can watch her diamond documentary. She has 11 children. They were all homeschooled, and she had another business going on when she joined Plexus. So y'all tell me you don't have time. Tell me right now you don't have time, because that is not true. Tell your ambassadors that too. Use her as a great example. Maybe you have a wholesale ambassador that has brought up to you, I want to be silver like you, but I'm just too afraid to post on Facebook. I don't want my friends to hate me. I don't want my friends to get annoyed. Well, let me tell you this. If you are too afraid to go silver, or maybe you're trying to go silver and you're too afraid to post on Facebook, that fear is going to do one big thing that's going to ruin everything for you. It's going to paralyze you. It's going to paralyze your business. When we are too afraid of what others think about us, we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to continue to let their opinions rule our lives. Well, you let me know when you go to Kroger or when you go to Walmart to go and pay for your groceries, you let me know how much those opinions pay for. Let me know what they cover. Because I'm pretty sure that person at Walmart's going to go, you're going to pay with what? You're paying with opinions? I don't understand. And you're going to say, yeah, well, my friends make fun of me, so I can't work my business, so I can't pay for my groceries. So I'm just going to use these opinions to pay for my groceries. And they're going to laugh at you. They're going to say, bye, crazy lady, get out of Walmart. So when you are fearful, do not let that paralyze you. Like Ali said, your dreams and your goals, they should make you uncomfortable because you're getting out of a comfort zone. You're going after what you want. If your team members have this same fear, do it together. Teach them how to recruit people. Teach them how to be creative with their Facebook posts and not be spammy, not be annoying. Teach them the right way to do this. Show them other jewels in this company that they can follow and they can duplicate what they're doing. Lastly, you may have someone that wants to go silver on your team and they simply just don't know how. Or maybe you're watching this and you're like, okay, I've heard all these tips a million times. I just don't get it. I still don't know how to go silver. You need to think of your inner circle. Your mom, your sister, your brother, your best friend, your dad, your uncle. Who are 5 people? Think of 5 people you talk to once a week. Probably your mom or dad. And then think of 3 others. Somebody at church, somebody at work, maybe your neighbor. That is your inner circle. This is where you're going to start. Ali mentions a list of 100. If you are an overachiever and you like lists like me and Ali, go for it. make that list of 100. I still have mine. It's in a notebook right in front of me. But if that overwhelms you and that makes you physically ill to even think about writing 100 names down, start with your inner circle, 5 to 10 people, and do that every week until you get to 100. Or maybe something a little bit easier, printing out a blank calendar. Get on Google, type in blank calendar, days 1 through 31. If you are a hands-on person, this will give you a great visual, because instead of writing down on a notebook paper all these people's names, you're going to write 2 different names in every box of the month. And that'll give you 2 people to reach out to. So that's 60 people in a month, y'all. If you aren't silver by the end of that month, please come find me, please, because I want to know what you're saying and what you're doing. Just by reaching out and saying, look, I just started my Plexus business. I don't even know much about the business side. I just know the pink drink tastes really, really good, and I don't crave Dr. Pepper anymore. So I know you love Dr. Pepper, and I think if you tried this is something we could do together. Even if it's something as simple as that conversation, that can be one step closer to silver. And all you got to do is write those names in that blank calendar. That is one step of going from, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know how to go silver, to boom, silver in a month. I want y'all to try that. So make a list of your inner circle. And then your second list you're going to make is a list of dream team people. 10 people from your inner circle, 10 people from your dream team. These are people that you really, 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 really want to tell about Plexus, but you think something is going to happen from it. They're going to hate you. They're going to send back a really mean message. They're going to block you. They're going to say you're crazy. Those are the people that you need on your team. Skeptics make the best ambassadors. How do I know? I'm a Diamond ambassador and I was a former skeptic. I know it's crazy, but you got to go after those people. The people in your dream team should have all of these qualities. Ali mentioned a couple of them. They need to be outgoing, driven. Maybe they have lots of friends. They're smart. They're trustworthy. They're always positive. They make you happy. You want people on your team, especially the first 3, the foundation of your Plexus business. You want those people to make you happy, right? You don't want to get someone on your team that is broker than broke, can barely join, and then they suck the life out of you when they join your team. You don't want someone like that. Eric Worre talks about that in Go Pro. And Richard Bliss Brooke talks about that in 4-Year Career. If they are already broke, joining a network marketing company is not their lottery ticket. So you're not looking for people like that. That's not who belongs on your dream team list. I want you to think of 2 things. Do they have influence? Do they care about health? If you can say yes to both of these questions, they should be on your list of 100. They should be the first names that come to mind on your list of 100 or on your blank calendar. So think about those things. Use them, and please apply them this week and the rest of this month. And I want to see like 50 silver promotions. I feel like that could really, really happen. All it takes is a casual conversation and a smile, and then asking them a simple question. Hey, would you want to make extra money by posting on Facebook? And when they say yes, you're going to send them a couple videos. You're going to tell them what you do for a living. It's simple, you guys. Don't make silver as scary as it sounds, because it's not. If you can go silver, if you can go gold, you can go diamond. It's all about that duplication and the power of 3 that Ali mentions, and just doing that every single month. When you wake up, getting excited and be like, okay, what can I post about today? What can my pink drink selfie look like today? And just keeping that intensity throughout the whole entire business. So thank you guys so much for being on this call. I would love to hear your feedback on our team page.